It's not bad, but I got a kid on the way. I'm not paying for that right now. And then I gotta take care of that fucking whatever pet I get. And if it's a cat, it's not too hard to take care of. But now my apartment smells like fucking cat litter and piss. And then if it's a dog, I gotta spend the first 6 months like beating his ass, making sure he goes outside and uses the bathroom. But I'm on the second story, so he doesn't have a yard to go practice in. And I work from like 2 to 11, so I don't have like during the time where he would like be using the bathroom, I'm not there. And the lady works, and she works from like 7 to 4. So a pet is just not viable. The lady tried to convince me to get one too, and then I explained all this to her. So yeah, never mind. But once my lease is up and I got somewhere else, like I want to go into after my lease is up, I want to get a mobile home because they're bigger and cheaper, and then I can have pets in that, like no problem. Because I like pets. Without pets, the house is lonely. Do you have pets? Good luck. What, you know what breed they are? Or because my place also has either like, are they dogs or cats? Okay, doesn't really matter then. But my place has a very strict like dog breed thing. Well, not super strict because like you can have a Doberman if the Doberman's like a service dog. Oh yeah, I mean cat restriction. I mean cat breeds don't change too much like from like in terms of like, aggressiveness from breed to breed. Yeah, yeah, and they either use them or don't use them. Like ah, I don't know. My stance on declaw is very like it's not. I don't like it, but the reason I don't like it is because if that cat ever gets out the house and like once like it just like gets out the window one day and is now an outside cat, that cat has no way to defend themselves. I mean, it makes sense. I don't know. It's fine. You paying hefty fees though, no matter where you go. That's good. Now, if you're ever given the situation where you found like the dream spot, but you couldn't afford your cats there, would you take it? Oh, okay. Mm, yeah, my stance on mental illness is not for the 3M talk. Because unless you got PTSD or I see. I'm not gonna lie, bro. A lot of problems are made. I'm not saying for you, Savvy. I'm just saying in general. But like a lot of like mental problems are just like self-made. but people like to blame it on like their past and this, that, the third. But if they have they can recognize the problem and they have the ability to fix the problem. But they just, like yeah, like mental problems, like they physically. Okay, no, I'm not gonna get this out because yes, depression physically affects you, but you let it physically affect you. Wah! Yeah, you can name every factor in the world. I Because I've seen crazy shit that would send most people like over the edge, and it's just ah! Oh my goodness, I hate Path of Pain. I forget how bullshit this first part is. Like it's really hard, then it's easy for a little while, then it gets really hard again. Cool. What are you doing at work right now? I hate this guy. Go clean a bathroom. Go pick up the lobby. You ain't. Honestly, yeah, you're right. Because at one point there was a whole song about call it Johnny because it don't work. Like, you came up, bro. Yeah, you up. You came up. But I don't know if you heard what I said, but basically, get your credit score, like, figure out what the number is. If it's over 500, try for the studio. Ideally, you would want 600 though. How does credit work? But did you get a loan through a credit card, or do you get the loan through the bank? See, that I don't know too much about, but normally, so the basic understanding of credit is that it's built through a credit card, and essentially, credit is basically like your trustworthiness, right? So how you build credit normally is through you would buy something on the credit card, and then you pay it off in a timely manner. But there's a few like different things about it. Is like if you like, let's say I bought something on a credit card, and then I paid it off immediately, I wouldn't get I wouldn't get really any credit for that because there's nothing to go on. I make a $10 purchase on it and then I pay it off within like 30 minutes. It's like no, it doesn't prove anything, so it doesn't build credit. So that's why when people tell you like to build credit is always pay it off like a week before it's due, so that you hold the debt, understand you have debt, and then you pay it back. You holding the debt builds credit, and then basically paying it off solidifies that credit. But through the bank, I don't know. I don't know how that works. Do you have a credit card open? Okay. So you need to open a credit card essentially. Me too. Yeah, I was mostly just cash only, so I get that. So yeah, I don't got credit. I recently opened a credit card. So, but building credit at the start is a lot easier because in terms of like the best way I can really put this is like video game terms, like a win loss ratio. When you win a lot at first, it fluctuates a lot, but as you do it more, it goes less and less because there's more examples of it. So in terms of credit, your credit's gonna build easier at first is because you just have a bunch of good credit. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's the simplest like analogy I can think of for this. That's pretty much it. Like last week, bro. I don't even know what my credit score is. So like this might be a Google thing because I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to credit. I just know how it works, but I don't know like the logistics of it when you start it. Like, I don't know if like we get a base credit scored off rip and then it goes off of that, or it starts from zero and your first three good payments shoot you up to 500 because there's no bad ratings to go off of. Because once you have bad credit, it's really hard to get good credit because it just outweighs everything essentially. Yeah, you're paying back your loan. You've been paying it monthly. Yeah, it's not gonna hurt you as long as you're taking like 2 or 3 months in between paying it. Damn, 4K? Oh, okay. I thought you said 4K. Oh, I was like, holy fuck, what you need 4,000 for? Yeah, for real. Fucking hotel ran by casinos. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. You, yeah, yeah. A lot of cultures feel off about credit as a whole. It's not. It's. I mean, it's you, but I mean, like Asian culture hates the idea of credit, which I understand it. But unfortunately, we're in America, and credit is part of our world goes round. Oh, the lady's awake. But this is like a kid question. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So let's go to that. Don't get a credit card until this loan is done. So yeah, and then I don't know if this loan is gonna look good or bad on the credit card. That's a kid question. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna affect it or not. Because you took out this loan before the credit card, so essentially there's nowhere to put the credit that you built. Is how I'm like imagining it. But I don't know. It's just that's just like what I'm theorizing. But this is a kid question because you might have like an imaginary credit system, like a social number that is just kind of like it goes into like a it goes into, but you can't like use it for anything essentially. I'm back. Without a card? Oh, that's good. Yeah, you should be good then. Yeah. So yeah, honestly, bro, yeah, get the studio. You'll be okay. Cause what's stopping you? Like when you think about, yeah, but I mean it's not super tight. I mean you'd be paying, you make 21. We'll say you make 2,000 a month, and we're gonna say 1,000 of it goes towards the apartment. You still got $1,000 to do whatever with. More closer to 850 with groceries and everything, but you still have over $600 to do whatever you want with. So I mean, comfortable, bro. You put 200 of that, you put 50 of that into, you save $50 every paycheck, and just don't look at it. Eventually, that shit's gonna be like, oh wow, what a nice little pillow in case of a natural disaster. So you'll be comfortable. Yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay. So here's the thing about that. When you go look at the place, you're gonna do a walkthrough before even paying any money. You're gonna go look at it and walk through it. So you're gonna see the condition of it, and you just gotta check that shit thoroughly. But the next problem is like, do you know what to check? Yeah. So that's a big thing. Which that just comes from experience and like work, which you don't got that, which is fine. But long story short, a quick rundown. You just got to make sure that it's safe to live in. As in, yeah, check the AC unit, which will be accessible to you by law. There's gonna be like a random ass door in the place that just has like a fat ass AC unit in it. Then you check that shit yourself. You look around, you put a flashlight to it. You don't see no green, brown, or black around it. Well, you can see black and brown because it could be rust. But if you touch it and it doesn't feel like metal, then you need to go wash your hands real fast and then not get that place. Because rust is fine. Mold is not. So you just gotta check it. 'Cause oh, like a shotgun house. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to number two reason for the original spot. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. So your brother don't work. So you need to talk to the Rogers, not as your family, but as adults, which is a very hard thing to do with your family, because they're gonna try to pull the family card that I'm your brother, I'm your stepfather, yada yada. You gotta say, I don't give a fuck about none of that. You are a stranger to me when it comes to this finance problem we're going on, because you're both bums, and I am leaving. So you're gonna have to step up and take care of mom and our little sister, just like you're meant to do. Which that's a very hard talk to have. Which I had that talk with someone on a little less of a scale, but I talked to my family as an adult and not as family. And some family just cannot handle that. Which that's a hard talk. But I understand that. I do. That's a hard thing to do because you're putting your family out in a harder spot to put yourself in a better spot, which isn't it doesn't feel right because they've always tried to put you in the best spot they could. But in the same breath, they've been putting you in the best spot they could, so you could move on. That's the whole reason for having children and helping them the best they can, so they have the best start to life as they can have, not just to keep them there forever. So that's just but it's hard. I get it. That's real hard. So that's a good reason. Door dashing, eating out, buying shit on video games. I mean, like $5, $10 transactions aren't gonna hurt you, but you can't just be buying games as soon as they drop. Like no more. But like, if you wanna buy a fucking Fortnite skin, whatever. Like it's not gonna hurt the bank. But you can't be buying, especially these games being $70, $80 now. Oh yeah, Uber and that's gonna hurt. 'Cause like combo breakers. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, like combo breaker and shit. Like, yeah, events. Like, okay, like real trips. Which, yeah, yeah. I mean, but when you look at it on a little bit of a bigger scale, it's you're sacrificing a part of your entertainment to go further in life. And like the conventions aren't stopping. Like they're not gonna just be over when you move out, right? So you can always just put money aside just for that. Put $50 savings, $25 away for big trips, and then you do that for a year straight. Like, oh, I want to go to a Combo Breaker 2026. You start now. You put $25 aside. I mean, you're there. You're there comfortable too. You're there having a good time. Since you're not paying for like any like car insurance or like car bills, you could put more than 25 away. You can do 50 savings, 50 trip. But in the same breath, you could also just take that 50 for trips and put it straight to savings. Now you put in 100 in savings. So it's like, but life is about having fun, so it's fine. Like I don't understand people who are very what's the word where very frugal. Yeah, I don't understand that because money is just like the gatekeeper to the enjoyments of life. Like the purpose should be getting money is so you don't have to worry about having fun. That's just my thing. Like, I think all this cool shit that's been invented is meant to be used, and it's behind a paywall on this crazy ass corporate fucking mini game we gotta play. But once you're past that and you got money for it, you can have fun. Like, you got a roof over your head, your bills are paid, you got money aside. Do what the fuck you want with it. You want to spend your money on conventions? Go ahead. People spend $1,000 on cars, and it's the same exact thing. It's just a hobby. So I mean, if your hobby is video game conventions, then do that because people are putting their money aside for other shit they like to do. So, but it won't be like. But the issue is like what you're having is that you're not gonna be able to do it as often. Which you should use that as motivation to just make more money, so you can do it more often. And how you go about making that more money is just what you want to do in life. So they ain't going away, bro. Eventually, you'll be making enough money to do whatever you want if you plan it out right. But I think your most valid reason is like the family one, because that's a tough ass reason. Because you're right, because you're helping right now. You're helping, with the house. So realistically, we think about it. You stop helping, like you leave, and you're no longer helping with the bills. What's going to tank is what the other money's going to from you helping. So they're gonna have less groceries, and they're gonna have less shit like that. Which that's hard. So your best option for that, if you're adamant, like yeah, I need to move on with life. You you go to your older brother and you go to your stepfather and you talk to them as adults. And if they can't handle that, then you gotta make a hard ass decision. But the best decision, unfortunately, is making sure you're good because you might become well enough off where you can start helping them again. And they might have a rough patch for 2, 5, maybe even 10 years. But when the rough patch is over and you moved out the house and you're making real money, you can help them again. But hopefully at that point, someone locks the fuck in. That's the hardest part. You just gotta be like, look, you guys are fucking bums. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go take care of myself. I like start helping around here. Cause I don't know what your older brother doing, but your stepfather, I don't care. I don't really care what he's doing. That's unacceptable. To be in that position in the household and not do anything about it. Because in my eyes, he is the head of the household, being a bum. That is not right. And if he wasn't there, that responsibility would fall onto your older brother, which is kind of fucked because it's not his like position, like it shouldn't be. But thankfully, it is. It's the stepfather's because that's the position he put himself in, and that's the responsibility he took on becoming your stepfather. And he's just being a bum. So really have a talk with them. Your older brother, bro. Hopefully, he just learns by example. But you really just gotta look, Roger, I'm out of here. You a fucking bum. You're the head of this household. Act like it, and just see how he takes that shit. Cause I don't know how long this dude. Like, I don't know if he's like been a stepfather since you were young or like since like you're like your mid-teens. So I don't know how much of like a prominent figure he is in your life to you. But he's still the head of the household, and he needs to act like it. But if you're like, he's been there for you. I know it's a hard conversation to have. Some people don't respond well to that conversations or emotionally immature, so they just fucking either shut down and don't say nothing, or they lash out and attack you personally for you point out what needs to be said. And it's hard. Not many people have the emotional stability to handle criticism like that and do something about it. So it's fucked up, bro. But end of the day, I think you gotta do what's best for you. And if you're losing money being in this household because the head of the household is being a bum, it's time to start making money so you can come back and help them. It's hard, bro. But it's harder. Oh yeah, moving out sucks, bro. Dog, I just moved this fucking 300-pound staircase. I mean, this 300-pound dresser up a fucking to the second story, bro. Moving sucks. But you're gonna have to move eventually, and you just gotta get through it. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I paid my friend's little brother, and my friend was working. So I don't know. You can try paying someone. I paid. Realistically, if you have shit over 100 pounds, you gotta pay $100. But if you have nothing under 100, then it's 75 minimum. But I mean, like, shit, you can hire your older brother. But look, I'm moving out of here. Here's $75 if you want to help me. If not, hire someone else. And then just go to fucking 5 and below. What's up, Eternal? Cole has a chance of moving out, but he's met with moral dilemmas. We gotta start from square one. Quote found a, okay. Quote found Quote found a really good spot to move into that's walking distance from everywhere that he would ever need, including his job. But the problem is that he's helping his family out with the bills right now, so if he were to leave, his family would be worse off. And he's stuck with the dilemma of like moving out and putting them in a rough patch or staying where he's at and losing money himself. But this would all be avoided if the head of the household, his stepfather, wasn't a bum. So I'm telling him that he needs to talk to his stepfather as an adult and not as a family member. And be like, look, I'm moving out of this house. You're the head of this household, doing nothing for this household. You need to step up because I'm out of here. And I'll explain it out how people don't have the emotional immaturity to hear that kind of criticism and do something about it. And he's either gonna shut down and like go into like a depressive state, or he's gonna lash out and start attacking quote personally if he's emotionally immature. So if that ends up happening, bro, your best bet is to leave the house, make some money, and come back and help him when you can. But right now he's losing money, and the whole point of a family and having a kids is so you give them the best start to life. So eventually he has to move out. So yeah, I don't know what kind of person this guy is. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with fast food. This dude has to move out, and move heavy shit. Oh, damn. What? Dominoes. We were look. I had that. We had. So let me tell you about that conversation. So I mentioned that, and I was like, look, quote, life is about being happy, and you're generally happy within your 1 mile walking radius, and you don't need nothing else in life. Fuck it, bro. Be happy. That's the only reason we're here for. Is just make the most out of it, and if the most for you is that, then fuck it, whatever. But if not, and you want more in life, then you have to get a license. So that's all there is to it. 20, 30 years, yeah, 20, 30 years down the line, bro, you're gonna regret that choice. Get a license. I'm gonna be honest with you. You seen the same grocery store for 30 years in a row, bro? I mean, like insane. Yeah. Shut up, bro. You need a license. What? You already have a license. Your fucking Mickey Mouse ass license. Yeah, your next thing is now saving for a vehicle and buy 1045. Come on, bro. You having your little 1 mile radius? Go ahead. Then fuck you, bro. Fuck you, bro. As long as you're supporting yourself and you're making money and you're doing and you're happy in life, I don't care if you got a license or not. As long as you're taking care of what you need to take care of. And not leeching off of people. I think everyone should become self-sustainable, men and women. And then become the boss of somewhere. You just tell people what to do all day. You don't really do any work. That's middle management. I'm doing Path of Pain, bro. I can't get past this fucking first part again. It's like this first part is fucking like stupid hard. Then it's kind of easy for a little while. And then I got a pogo. Then it hits you again. Like they gatekeep this hard ass entrance. Once you pass the entrance, like, oh, this isn't too bad. Boom, bullshit. Random ass bullshit. Long story short, quote, you gotta move it eventually. You have the opportunity to do it now. I would take it. But if you're not ready yet, that's fine. Went from 3 to a lot. Yeah. Oh yeah. Time to have a talk with the mom. Yeah, look, mom. You need to explain to her the gravity of the situation, and she has to understand it as an adult and not as your mother. Yeah, bro. Like, yeah. Well, when does the lease end? You need to have a talk with that mom before the end of May. When your mom said that, what did you say? You're like, oh yeah, for sure. Okay. Does she have any idea that you want to move out? You have a real conversation with her. Not a fucking, hey mom, thank you for the ride to work. By the way, I think I want to move out. See you after the shift. Like, yeah, but the lease ends in June. And if she settles in on a place that costs more than where you're at and you're leaving, then they're gonna be in an even rougher patch. So the sooner the better, so she can start looking for things in her price range with you not there. Because she might find a place she really likes and it's affordable if you're there, but if you're not there, that shit is not gonna be affordable. So the sooner the better on that. And then you need to be like, look, mom, I'm moving out and I need to have a talk with Roger because he's fucking up. Because, like, does she complain about your brother and Roger? Like, does she know they're bums? Or is she kind of like blind about love? Don't want to face the reality? Oh, okay. Oh, this guy's a bum, but I love him. Like, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, someone gotta step up your place. Or, or they both gotta go, and your mom and sister just find a place for their that they can move forward, like a 1 bedroom or something, or like a 2 bedroom even. Yeah, which I know. Maybe the stepfather, but definitely not your brother, because that's family. That's gonna break your mother's heart to do that. So she would not do that. So some pressure has to be applied. Someone gotta apply pressure on these people. That ain't happening. They cannot. 2 stories are so ass. I hate 2 story homes. They're so inconvenient. Yeah, because look, let me put it this way. There are 4 bedroom 1 stories the same price as 4 bedroom 2 stories. And you don't gotta walk up and downstairs to do fucking laundry. You don't gotta walk upstairs to go in the attic. You don't like hell no, bro. The upkeep the upkeep on no, bro. The upkeep on a 2 story house is not worth it, bro. The upkeep no, bro. It is so much harder to keep a 2 story home clean than a 1 story home. You have twice the space to clean. Your room clean right now, Eternal? Okay. Is your room clean? Okay. I'm not gonna ask for a picture check, bro. I'm just gonna believe you because you said you were confident. What? Call that the sab stem. I think you were talking to your cat and quote thought you were talking to us. No, okay, then yeah, you said something. Yup, sab stem. It's not a gaslighting. I don't remember what we were talking about. Oh yeah, no, 2 story. No, yeah, no, it ain't worth it, bro. Yeah, bro, and they do. It's quote sister and mother, older brother and fucking stepfather. Boom. Oh yeah, quote be making money and helping. That's it, quote. Realistically, if you didn't want to move, bro, you just get the other bums to start working, and then you just start making money. Cause the whole reason quote wants to move is because he's losing money. But if the other bum started working, he wouldn't be losing money. Because in terms of like transportation, food, and everything he pays for, in terms of like helping with bills, he just can't save anything. He doesn't have money to save. I agree, but I mean, he could, but even then, he ha- and best course of action is get them other bums a job. You don't gotta move away from family yet, and you saving money. Especially when the one isn't the head of the household. Yeah, I agree. Like I was telling quote, like I don't know how long like he's been in quote's life, but as soon as he took the role as stepfather, he took the role as head of his household, and that it became his responsibility by choice, and he just is not stepping up to it. That is now your family. Like, like, and having that role, like you're just head of household. And motherfucker, my question is like, are they trying? Like, are they trying to find work? Which one? Okay. Oh, okay. But not real income. Yeah, bro, that's enough to pay for his gas he spent door dashing. How old is your older brother? Yeah, bro, you gotta get a move on. Fuck. Okay, so what's up? What's up with stepfather? Fuck the older brother, bro. What's the head of household doing? What's head of household doing? Okay. Oh. Okay, so he's bad with money and he can't keep a job. What's getting him fired? Is it attendance? Motherfuckers just calling out too much? Quit? I guess, but I work with Guatemalans and Salvadorans, bro. They're the hardest fucking workers. Bro just got Americanized too quick. Then get a real job. You a grown ass man, scared of physical labor. Go pick up a goddamn pickaxe. Like honestly, bro. The fact that he even applied to McDonald's at his fucking age is upsetting me, bro. Go to the fucking union. You are the head of a household, bro, trying to support a family on a fucking high schooler's income. You pissing me off, bro. Does he have a chronic illness? Like is like something wrong with him, or is bro just a certified bum? Like does anything physically stop him from like physical labor? Don't say bro's big, cause physical labor will help that. If bro was big, bro, that's not an excuse. Okay, 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 okay. I'm about to call bro the biggest pussy. Unless he has schizophrenia or PTSD, he is pussy. Cause I'm gonna talk about it now. Mental illness, unless it was physically caused, if self-induced mental illness is solvable. If you went through a traumatic experience, then that's different. That's different. Like that's a real problem. I'm tired. The only meds they needed is some time in the sun. I appreciate that. Okay, okay. So let me hear about this dude's mental problem. Is it first of all, did he go through a traumatic experience? What the fuck? Okay, yeah, okay. But why is he fainting? So he had a traumatic experience. It's so it's not self-induced fainting. Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening then. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, this is traumatic. All right, bro. So let me tell you something about. 'Cause my dad had a really bad car crash. So let me tell you about what happened with him. So my dad was like 23, 2 years after I was born, and he got in a car crash that stopped his heart for 8 minutes. And then they got a metal titanium plate in his forearm, and he got one in his lower back. 4 years later, he became a contractor in Iraq and built houses that got blown up in Iraq to make sure that the family was good. So I mean, I don't know how bad your dad's like experience was, but I think with some the right therapy and the right hard work and the right mental tutoring on how to like help yourself, he can be okay. Is what I'm getting at because he went through a traumatic experience. But I think he needs proper help, and with proper help, he can be back in the workforce. Because if he's fainting due to like mental experiences, then yeah, he went through like he has a problem and he can't solve it on his own. I fully agree. That's a hard thing to go through. But if he can get the help he needs to get through it, then he can be back to where he needs to be. And then it's a question if he wants, if does he want to do that, or is he scared to go through that? And it's like it's understandable, but sometimes you gotta put your fears aside to be the head of a household. Which, like I said previously, that's the position he took becoming your stepfather. He became the head of the household. So it still boils down to him. But I have a little more empathy for him now, or sympathy rather, because he went. There's a reason behind it. Your brother though, bum. But it's just he needs to tee up with some help. Look, Wish, let me fill you in. Quote wants to move to a new spot because where he's living at now, he is losing money by helping with bills. However, he's faced with the moral dilemma that if he leaves his family's gonna be in a rougher spot than they are now because he's one of the three bread makers of the family, and the other two is his mother and like a sister, leaving his bum ass brother there and his stepfather not making any income for the house. But quote is suffering due to this. And it's like the reason your family's there and helps you and does like what they can for you so you have the best start in life that you can. And quote's getting to a point where he wants to start in life. So that's pretty much where we're at right now. Long story short, bro, you gotta have some like long ass talks with the family. Yeah, and what led to this part of the conversation, Wish, was I was saying that best case scenario is that them bums start fucking working and you get to stay at home and still make money. Do what you want. Yeah, they do everything you want to do. If those two teed the fuck up and started helping, that's best case scenario for you right now. Because I mean, you're still young. I mean, like my aunts didn't move out until like 24, 25, and they're realtors now, and they have their own houses and everything. But they didn't move out for a very long time because they just stayed at home and stacked bread. And you should have that same luxury. But due to the head of the household family and your bum ass brother, you can't, which isn't fair to you. So the next best thing you can do is to separate and do well for yourself and make enough money where you can come back and help your mother and sister. But during that time you're gone making money, they're still gonna go through a rough patch, which I understand is hard because they took care of you. You want to take care of them, so I get it. So, but it's tough, bro. But at the end of the day, at some point it's gonna have to happen, and it's just it sucks it has to happen this way. Best case scenario, that you get them to tee the fuck up. But if your brother only does DoorDash, cheats, and fucking gets high, bro, he doesn't seem like the type to have deep conversations. Like, both, no matter what choice he makes here, it's gonna hurt. So, he's gonna regret leaving his mother in a rough patch, yeah, but if he stays, he's gonna regret staying with his bum ass brother. Yeah, yeah. So like, you choose the lesser regrets. No, bro, he's older than you. he ain't working, bro. Put his ass on the street. He is of street age. He's 25, a quarter of 100. Put his ass on the street if you have to. Go live on the street for a month and then come back and see if you want to make money. Yeah, bro. No, that dude's just a certified bum. And the reason he's not working because no one's applying real pressure. They're probably, oh, you apply for any jobs yet, mijo? You applying for any jobs yet, mijo? Like, no, bro. Apply some real fucking pressure. You want to get a job by that. What do you apply some real pressure, motherfucker? Find a job by the end of 2025 or you're out on the fucking street. Yeah. Yeah, like that dude, he can drive and do DoorDash and cheat, bro. You cheating so much, bro. Become a pimp. Make some fucking money. Let's not even get started on the license, Wish. Tough. Tough. But yeah. Well, look, here's the thing, bro. So when he does move out, everything is within walking distance. Groceries, like food, his job. His job is right across the street, apparently. Like everything's in walking distance. So I was like, look, well, if you're truly happy and you're in 1 mile walking radius and you got everything you need in life and you're fully happy, fuck it, bro. Life is about being happy. But if you ever want more in life than that, then you're gonna have to get a license. But you need a license, bro. In 30 fucking years, you don't regret that shit. If you short term happy, I'm. well, so I told him I was like, look, but but I'm assuming all this has already happened. The dude's about to be 25 within the last 4 or 5 years. Yeah, like start looking, but you don't have to find anything. Is your mother applying pressure? Can you give me like a dialogue? Okay. Are you applying for jobs yet, mijo? What was he doing? And he's complaining? He's not even in fast food? Yeah. There's. Wish they don't got the fucking the pressure on them, bro. You need a job or you're out of here. They don't got that pressure. No, bro. I had one lecture, bro. I was like, look, I'll do anything but fast food. Like, I'm not working in the food industry, and they were cool with that. But I had to do anything else. That's the only thing I was picky about. Is I'm not working fast food. I'll be an electrician. I'll dig cemetery holes, but I'm not working in fast food. So that was my main thing. Which my family was supportive, and I just kind of fucked off with fake mental illnesses for a while, and then I moved back to Louisiana and I realized like true hardship, and just teed the fuck up. Get the own spot. Moved a little too quick, bro. My baby's born before my 1 year with this girl. But but it worked out, bro. She's a hard worker and she wants it. I got lucky, bro. I could have got me a fucking like a hoe or something, and just like fucked up and been miserable my whole life. So I got lucky. This girl removed every man off her phone, including like second cousins and shit on her and family. Like just straight security. I'm yeah, like actual family. But I got you need to talk to your brother as an adult and not as your brother. Which that was my well, I mean, like, you need to not treat him as a brother, but that he's just another adult not doing what he's supposed to do. I don't look him as your brother. Look him as another 25-year-old man not doing what he needs to do, and speak to him that way. Like, yeah, some people are just like that, but quote might be no, bro. You are not going to some random ass 25-year-old man on the street and saying that because they'll smack the fuck out you. You are 5'4". Yeah, look, the family is struggling. You ain't doing anything about it. You're 25 years old. You gotta tee up. I wouldn't say tee up though. I'm like, you gotta do something. Like, yeah, bro. Hold on. Tell her that's to join the union. He is 25. Yeah, bro. Go fucking mop the floors. When's the last time he fainted? Hold up. When's. Hold on, bro. When's the last time this dude fainted? What you mean tweaked out? Like he just like started going crazy and fainted, or like what happens when he faints? Does he start hyperventilating? From what I'm hearing, it sounds like these faints are induced from like really bad anxiety, which is a real thing. And that happens with traumatic events. So, not from a judgment standpoint, that's just something he has to get actual help for. Which I get it, it's tough. I really do. And getting like real help is tough. When I was in Louisiana, I thought I needed medication, and I had the choice of being waiting 8 months to see a psychiatrist or going to a psych ward for 3 days. And I was in there for 3 days just to see a psychiatrist for some motherfucking Prozac. And then the first person I seen was my godfather, which is like the dude who like they like was in prison for 5 years, hard fucking life. Now he's like a family man, and basically just told me to tee the fuck up, and I did. Cause I got in that psych ward, bro. I seen the real crazies. I mean, fucking my last night there, bro. This crazy lady busted in. Was like, "Are you?" And she was asking about someone. I forget what name she said, but she's like, "Are you Dustin? I'm looking for Dustin." And I'm like, "No, who the fuck are you?" And she's like, "I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just looking for Dustin." I'm like, "What?" And then the nurses come in. They restrain her immediately. They hit her with that tranquilizer. Put her ass to sleep, bro. I was like, "Oh my god, I do not need to be here. I am dramatic." So that's like my thing with like mental illness. I've seen the real crazy. I've seen like the actual mentally ill, like, and they need real help. So I mean, but if he's having like faints from like anxiety induced like reasons, like that's he needs real help. That's a real problem. Anxiety is a fight or flight mode, and I mean like on little scales it's completely manageable and people are like over dramatic, but on like actual serious like basis, like it gets bad. Not from fucking schoolwork, bro, but like car crashes, war, whatever, like real serious things. Yeah, bro. It's your brother. Yeah, yeah. Like shit. Maybe he has to be medicated. Like yeah. Oh yeah. Medicine for pussies. Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's your brother, bro. Your brother's just a bum. But honestly, bro. But we're telling him to talk to him as an adult and not as a brother. Boom. No, your brother should join the fucking union. Honestly, I said the same thing earlier, bro. I hate fucking management that I would win in the rock fight in like caveman times. So I agree with like Eternal saying here. You weren't here for that Eternal, but I see where Eternal's coming from though. But for your brother, bro, he is 25 years old. Tell his ass to get a real job in the union. He's not going to college. It's obvious. He needs to be a blue collar worker. There's 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 well not potential. Well, I wouldn't say potential, but I wouldn't say potential, but you ran out of time to fuck off with these entry level jobs. You need to get a real job. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Which, yeah, bro. Get his ass in the fucking workforce. They'll pay him to be in trade school because he'll be working on like part time and as like whatever trade he chooses. And the days he doesn't work, he'll be fucking learning, and he gets paid, and he's learning a life skill. It's not whatever works so wish. Cause if this dude goes back to McDonald's, he cannot help out a family of 5, 6 on that low ass income. Yeah, I know. Something is better than nothing. Well, the whole reason, like, Quote's moving out is because he's losing money living there by helping out. And if his brother has like a too low of income job and only puts in like $100, Quote's situation isn't any better. So for Quote's situation to improve, where he's actually saving money and progressing in life, there has to be another like main income of the house. So it's either they both start working or the brother gets a real job. What are you saying, Eternal? Oh yeah. Oh, you mean a quote can definitely be saving better. I mean, it's not. Yeah. So that's a great point. How much are you losing? It's a monthly quote because you said you're losing money. How much are you losing? Yeah, but I also don't know his situation, and I don't know if he has the ability to cook in his home. Like they'll let him use the kitchen and shit, but now Cole has to clean dishes and clean up after himself. He doesn't want to do all that, so he wants to rather eat out and throw it away. So you gotta tee up quote and start cleaning some fucking pots and pans and start making your own food. That chicken you buying, make it. You can make fried chicken at home. That the Subway sandwiches, make them. You can make Domino's pizza. You can buy pizza dough and throw it in the oven. But I still don't think even if Colt did all that, Colt's the youngest is the youngest male in his house, and yet is still providing more than the other ones. Which, as a traditional man, no, their brother has to get a real job, or they both have to start working. But the stepfather situation is a little more complicated. So it's realistically that dude has to get a real job at 25. Yeah, bro, make him work. Look, you need to make more than $17 an hour by the end of 2025, or you are on the street. If you had that kind of pressure, bro, guaranteed he's in Amazon warehouse. Guaranteed he's in attics doing HVAC. Guaranteed. Because he's comfortable. That's why he's in trying. He knows he has a roof over his head. He knows he gets to get high and do whatever he wants. Because he's comfortable. So him being comfortable dulls him from the gravity of the situation. And he's so dopamine addicted is that he's so scared of not feeling that and feeling something like hard work, feeling the opposite of that. So bro was cooked. He doesn't understand that dopamine is a luxury and that it's not needed to survive. Oh yeah, I think life is about having fun for sure, but if I'm gonna have fun and well, I don't know, having fun to me is being able to say like I make money, so I have a roof over my head. Like that's enjoyment to me. Like waking up in my own place is dopamine to me, and I got here through. So, but that's like so I think long term dopamine is needed, but I don't think instant gratification is needed at all. I don't think anyone needs to be instantly gratified. Yeah, but like even then, they should be instantly gratified with exploring the world. Like, oh my goodness, I just found out how cars work. I just found out that wheels move when they turn. Like that's their instant gratification. Is the explorement of the new world they've been brought into. Not fucking Coco Melon, whatever the fuck it is nowadays. They should be excited to learn about the world around them. Yeah, I think digital education isn't a bad thing, and disguised as entertainment is just fine because it keeps them like tuned in. So I agree with that. Yeah, ABC Palace, yeah, bro. Fucking yeah, bro. Fucking brain pop. Like my kid is not getting an iPad for one. I made that very clear. My kid is not gonna be. If my kid comes to me, and be like, Yeah. Yeah, the lead pad was fire. So like, yeah, bro. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So that's my thing. They do have like a screen time limit, so but only up until like a certain age. I'm not gonna have those screen time limit at fucking once they hit like 11, 12, bro. That's just gonna go away, and they're gonna understand the responsibility of not being on the screen all day. Yeah. So yeah, that's something I also explained to the lady because she was sending all like these age requirements for them to do things, and I'm like, no, it's kind of, I feel like if they prove to us that they can handle it, then they should be able to do it. And I kind of explain my reasoning. Age? Yeah, exactly. And like, yeah, because like age doesn't mean anything nowadays. I mean, not to like bring it back to this, but Coach Brother's 25 years old and doesn't have a work ethic. Like he hasn't. It doesn't prove anything. Like being a certain age doesn't mean you're ready for anything. Yeah. What? Tell us, does it have a GED? Dog, tell this dude to get a GED. Honestly, quote, bro. I hate to say, bro. It's not. It's you gotta move out. Yeah, bro. Yeah, the janitor. Yeah, but you're not 25 without a high school diploma. You're in the middle of getting your diploma. It's different. You're a high school student. That's your current occupation until you started working at McDonald's. Did you ever go through a background check, Wish? Did they ever say we'll get back to you after a background check? Yeah, they do check it there. That's what they check it at. They check it in your background. Honestly, Cole, I was started thinking more about having this talk with your mom and how you need to move out because your brother's a fucking bum, and she needs to apply some real pressure to him. He can't even be that. You can't join the union without a high school diploma. You can be a convicted felon, but you still need a high school diploma. Nor does he even have a high school diploma equivalent. Oh my god. Really grinding my gears. Probably just dropped out. Yeah, probably just dropped out. Want to get high and do DoorDash and cheat. It's there's no pressure in this house. They need to give up, put his ass on the street. The roof. You gotta straighten him like a bum. He's past the child, but I agree what you're saying. There gotta be some real pressure. Yeah, bro. He is under her roof, and if you got a problem with it, he can leave. Cool. I have a genuine question. Is your family like a household of like scared of conflict, or is like, or can you have open arguments and understand that it's a mutual argument? Oh, so you just express your frustrations and put no action behind it. Okay, cool, bro. Your brother's a lost cause. You gotta you gotta put the family on your back, and the only way to do that, bro, is to separate and make yourself money. Shit, maybe I don't know, bro. Maybe just take your sister with you. Well, no, 'cause no, I can't say that's horrible. 'Cause that's a breadwinner. But maybe I don't know. Maybe take someone with you. Take one person with you. But no, you're going to a studio, so no, fuck that. You need a one bedroom for that at least. And I mean, like, even if you do take someone, they're not helping you. They weren't helping before. They're not gonna start helping all of a sudden. Yeah. It's ask him. But what's up, bum bro? You gotta nickname him. Like, make him feel bad about his situation. That dude is not bum bro. You gotta bully this dude. He probably has these thoughts every single night before he goes to bed, and wakes up and does it anyways. I guarantee you that his mental is destroyed from all of this, but he doesn't have the capacity to do anything about it because he's too complacent. How did he get that job in high school? Oh no. Yeah, so his occupation currently at the time was high school student, which means that he was in the process of getting a diploma. Yeah, but the jobs don't really look at that. They just see if you're like enrolled or not. Cool, bro. You gotta tell your mother to get something she can afford without you there, and you just gotta help out when you can. And we gotta fucking strand your brother on an island, and then we gotta get your stepfather some help. But that's long term. He's a long term thing. Short term, you gotta put yourself first. Because I think when you move out, being younger than your older bum ass dumb bum bro, God, I hate that dude. I generally have like spite for him. Like I think I would like smack him if I seen him. I genuinely. But realistically, that dude's a lost cause. He's made his decisions. He's been making them for what 7 years since he was 18, or since whenever he dropped out. Probably younger than that. Yeah. No, he chose what he wants to be in life. So he was like 17, 18. He dropped out the last year? I need it. Oh my god. Have you ever like physically put your hands on this man? We gotta add some numbers to that, bro. Hit him with the fucking Homer Simpson choke. Yeah, bro. Like, this dude, he needs some like real sense knocked into him. No talk is gonna save him. He's already decided that he doesn't care about parental figures telling him what to do. So he needs to understand that until you get a job, every single day I see you, you're getting boxed the fuck up. And you're gonna be called bum, bro, while you're laying on the fucking ground. He needs some real pressure applied because he already doesn't care about parental like words. He doesn't understand like there's worse things than words. That dude can get his fucking ass beat. You can sneak him too, quote. You know where he sleeps at night. You could really fuck his like day up. I'm trying to think. It's like that the SpongeBob bully. He was like, I'm gonna beat you up on this day and this day. He's sorry every day of the week. Like you could really terrorize this dude. But the thing is, though, quote. Yeah, that's the guy I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's the guy I'm thinking of. But realistically, quote, this isn't your responsibility. It's really your stepfather. You should be fucking putting hands on him or your mother. The best thing you can do is just get out of there and help your mother the best you can from outside the home while making sure you're still okay and making money and progressing in life. Well, you gotta weigh the options. We have to beat up this dude. He already. Go ahead. He's unsavable. He is 25 years old. Felons get GEDs while they're in prison. You can get a GED. It's not hard. We might have to consider. He needs some different. Words don't matter to him. We gotta terrorize this dude, make his life like actually horrible. Bruh, like, it's upsetting, bruh. This dude has to be fucking. Someone has to be in his ear every single day calling his ass a bum. Just straight terrorizing him. No GED, no JOB. Pissing me off, bro. Oh my god. I just hope quote tees up and makes the hard decision. It's the way I was raised, that I was always raised to, like, everything I was doing was in preparation to, like, to live, like, by myself and, like, like, be part of society as, like, a normal adult. So, like, everything I've done, like, growing up was, like, in preparation. Like, every time I did yard work, it was always like, you're doing this because you're gonna own a house one day. Like, you're doing this because you're gonna have a family one day. You're taking out the trash because you're gonna take it out for your wife one day. So I've always been, like, prepared to leave. So my whole idea has been, like, you have the you try to give your child the best start they can so they can do the best they can in life, which means that they eventually have to go. And when your situation becomes not the best and becomes worse for your child, and they can leave and progress, I think that should make the mother happy that they're doing what she supposedly likes you raising them for. I don't agree with having kids to help with the family. I don't agree with that mindset. I'm gonna have children so they can help with the family. Like, it's not fair to them. It would kill quote. Yeah, it would kill quote. But that's what I was saying. I was like, well, I think the best thing for you to do is separate yourself and come back when you can't help with money. Because right now, in this position, you can't help. Like, you can help survive, but you're not helping thrive. And I think if you separated and stacked your bread and got into a better position, then you can put your mom and sister in a better position. And I think him leaving will put, like, a fire in someone's back. Like, oh shit, the youngest brother just left the house, and these two other fucking bums are here. Not the stepfather, because he has some shit going on. Not the bum ass brother, but I might put, like, mom might start putting some serious pressure, and make and kick the fucking brother out. Yeah, which, I mean, I don't know how long ago his car crash was. If it's more than 10 years ago, bro, he should have been known he need help and everything. But aside from that, bro, I mean, Wish knows, bro. You gotta apply some pressure. You just gotta be like, you gotta be on their fucking ass about it. And there's gotta be consequences. Like, annoy the fuck out them, terrorize them, call his ass a bum every single day. You don't have to get physically violent, but, like, terrorize them. Yeah, 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 yeah. And yeah, to be the brother and the adult. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not close. Like, you're right. It's not close responsibility to be on his brother's ass. Like, it's really not. That's he has. To, yeah, I think, but yeah, but it's just his situation puts his responsibility onto him, which it sucks. But I mean, it's not the worst thing that could have happened. He doesn't have to be the main breadwinner of the house and provide a family of six as the youngest brother. Some families got it like that. So I mean, applying some pressure, calling your brother a bum daily isn't the hardest thing to do. It's just he shouldn't have to do it. I don't know, bro. Someone just terrorize his ass. Right, right. Yeah, that's what I would hope would happen. But I don't know her mindset when she had these children. I don't know if they were raised, oh my god, my beautiful boys are gonna be there for me, or my beautiful boys are gonna go explore the world and do great things. I don't know the mindset like she has. Yeah, when you're old, when you're like 90, you can't piss like without going on yourself. Like we need like real help. Yeah, bro. I mean, I was my attendance was horrible in school. My God, my freshman year I missed 50 days of school, and my family was on my ass about it. I just always heard about that shit, and I pulled through because of it. So I mean, oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, senior year was easy. Like I was pretty much there for all of that. This freshman year, bro. I just moved to a new school, and a whole bunch of other shit happened. And I was like, fuck it, bro. I'm depressed and I hate life, so I'm not going to school. The teenage angst bullshit, and I missed like weeks at a time. And I bit the fucking bullet, bro, because I was in summer school for it, just for missing the whole fucking school. But yeah, shit was horrible. But oh yeah, bro, I could not lock in for virtual learning. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we graduated this. Yeah, so I was gonna say we got hit the same time. It was my junior year too, and I didn't have to take my U.S. history final or my U.S. history state test. Oh, you're in Texas, so the STAR test. Yeah, the STAR test. I didn't take the STAR test, right? Everybody lost everything, bro. Everyone was fucking. They didn't know how to socialize anymore. They didn't know. They didn't have a work ethic anymore. Which it's not fully their fault. Like it was COVID. Like COVID just fucked it up for people. But yeah, I guess they were happy. They're like, oh my goodness. Yeah, like dude, they're acting weird in society now. Damn, this fight. You scared away wish. I'm gonna get off too. No, I've been on this shit on the first part of it still for like the past 2 hours. Because I've been talking to quote an eternal about quote situation and how he needs tells his bum ass brother to do something. He's, he doesn't have a high school diploma. He didn't complete high school. Yeah, 25 years old. Straight bum. Yeah, no. Entry level work is like no, bro is a bum. Bro is a straight bum. No, his name is Bum Bro. He DoorDash cheats and gets high, bro. He is Bum Bro. And no one's applying pressure. And then you came, yeah, bro. He dropped out his senior year. Bro's a bum. Bro's a bum. He no, like he legit just the whole thing was that he never showed up. He didn't care. He dropped out. His family was like, "Get a GED, get a GED." He's like, "I don't care, I don't care." They eventually just gave up on him getting a GED, and now he's in the position where he's at now at 25. Like, his situation wasn't bad in a sense where he couldn't get a high school diploma. He just wasn't showing up. He had a license, he had a vehicle, and he just wasn't going. Yeah, I, I wish Cade realized the situation and wasn't such a bum. Whenever Cade complains, bro, I want him to die. So yeah, bro, I hate that guy. I will ne- I mean, I get out on lunch break, but I work 9 hours. Yeah, yeah. No, I work 8 hours, but I'm there for 9 hours because I 1 hour lunch. Every time he complains about something, I just think of like white chicks and like the type of girls that was in that movie. Like complaining about what? What the fuck are you complaining about? I hate you. Honestly, bro. Yeah, bro. I've already had the talk with. Sabby's job is mad easy. The only reason her job is hard because she has incompetent coworkers and managers. If she had like a prop, but if she had a proper staff, her job is so easy. She just doesn't have the proper staff, so it's hard. That's the reality of it. Yeah, to make cold cut sandwiches, I do for free for my lunch. But it's hard because she has to do everything because her staff sucks. Like she has to prep the food and she has to like bake the bread and do the computer work. And the reason being is because everyone's incompetent. Yeah, so yeah, she was acting like she was the only person in the world that can do those things, and I'm like, no, Savvy, like other people can do those things. It's just for apparently she's moving next May, but she's moving to a northern state with a southern bank account with no plans for occupation in Illinois. Like she doesn't know what she wants to do. Yeah, money. Yeah. So oh yeah, that's so that's what I was telling Savvy. I was like, look, you're a southerner going with us. You have a southern bank account going to the north. It is not to play. You have to make money in the north and go to the south. Like if Kid were to move, like if Kid were to quit his job, move to the south, he wouldn't have to work for 20 years. Yeah, and she's getting a roommate, but her roommate also has a Southern bank account. So I was like, two Southern bank accounts is like half a Northern bank account. uh, it's true. However, 90% of 3M is getting robbed in Chicago. Damn. Oh, he took it. Damn. Did she get scammed or she just like physical force? Oh, bro. She didn't get robbed. She's got fucking panhandled. No, bro. They didn't hold her at gunpoint and say, "Give me all your money or I'm gonna shoot you." She didn't get robbed. What happened to her now? What's gonna happen in Illinois? Very two different things. No, South Carolina like is a great state. North Carolina isn't that great, but South Carolina is. Honestly, they just have I think it's just a higher income like housing and just like nicer areas, so it's less crime. Yeah, fuck this. I'm going to bed. Fuck Path of Pain. I'm going. To, I'm going to bed.